Okay, so for tax purposes, a car rental company assumes each car in their fleet depreciates. What's that mean, depreciates? Goes down in what? Value or price. Okay, 8% each year. If the initial value is $35,200, what will the value be when the car is 5 years old? So what is our initial amount?
35,200.
Yeah, so we're gonna say 35,200. One, is it gonna be plus or minus?
Negative,
Why negative?
because it's decreasing.
It's decreasing. The value is decreasing each year. So you're gonna say minus what? 0.08. We got 8% to the power of what? 5. I don't know what to say. I don't got any more. Well, there's Jackson said there's one back there with us.
I got 231.99.
231.99.
The dots and then 66.
Do we keep the decimals or not?
Yes. So, yes, it is.
It's measuring money. Money uses how many decimal places?
2.
2. Okay, so really 2 things you need to be looking for today. The decimal places, whether you keep them or not, and the plus or the minus. That's okay, I'll help you. Just keep going. Okay, 8 upright dominoes of increasing height. What does that mean?
Increasing is going, adding, so we're going to be adding.
What does it mean though? It says 8 upright dominoes of increasing height.
The dominoes are going
How many dominoes do we have? 8, right? The first one's only like this tall, and then the second one's this tall, and then the third one's this tall, and the fourth one's this tall. Okay, they're getting taller. Increasing are lined up to be knocked down. The dominoes are numbered 0 to 7. The smallest domino, number 0, is 4 centimeters tall and will be toppled by a person to start the chain reaction. Each subsequent domino is 18% taller than the one before. What is the height of domino 7? Now, that sounds pretty crazy, right? What is the first domino's height? 4 centimeters. So that's going to be our initial value. So we got 4 centimeters. 1, is it going to be plus or minus? Plus, why? What's increasing? The height of each domino is increasing. So plus what? 0.18 to the power of 7, because we want to look at the 7th domino. Type all that in your calculator.
12.74.
I think I got the wrong type.
Seriously, 4. Right here, 6 to the power. What's your number? Hold on, Kurt. Do we keep the decimal or cut it off? It is measuring in centimeters, and we can measure a 0.74 of a centimeter. Okay? So we need to keep the decimal. An architect is designing a tapered office tower where the ground floor is floor 0. Is the largest floor space reduced by 8% per floor? If the ground floor has 1480 meters squared, what is the area of the 8th floor? Okay.
Adding.
So we know our starting value is what? 1 plus or minus? It's minus. Why is it minus? Okay, so this says, and listen, ground floor is the largest, okay? As the floor space is reduced by 8%. So this building is this big. The next floor level is only this big. What's that shape going to look like, that building? Yeah, a pyramid, a triangle, okay? Each time it's going to get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay, so it's going to be minus 0.08 to the 8th floor.
I got 7.
What'd you get?
759.
759.
And then 50.56.
0.56. Do we leave the decimal or not? Why do you feel like that?
Because we're not talking about anything specific, like a person, like a half of a person or anything.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
Floors.
The meters, okay? The measurement of a floor, the size of a floor. So that can be 0.56. And does this make sense? Should our floor area be getting bigger or smaller by the 8th floor? Smaller, because it's decreasing, okay? And so you can see this was our initial amount, and this is our amount now. So that seems right, okay? Number 7, a company promises to release a new smartphone model every month. Each model battery's life will be 5% longer than the previous model. If the current model's battery life is 624 minutes, what will the latest model battery be like 7 months from now? Okay, so what is our starting amount?
624.
624 minutes. Okay, 1 plus or minus?
Plus.
Why?
Because it says 5% longer of like each like battery for phones.
Okay, so
Up every time.
yeah, so next month is my phone gonna have more or less battery time?
More.
More. Okay, so it's gonna be plus. Plus what?
0.05.
0.05. Good job.
7.
To the 7th month.
878.03.
Do we keep the decimal or not?
We
Yes.
keep it because we're talking about like money or like
We're not talking about money.
Oh, you
That's what
do.
I'm saying.
Talking about times, keeping
a percent.
Nope. What are we talking about?
times.
We're talking about minutes. Okay? So 0.03 of a minute would be like so many seconds added on, okay? You're talking about minutes, and minutes are measured, right? There's 60 minutes in an hour. It's something measured. Okay, so we're gonna leave it like that. Can I scroll?
Yeah.
9, upright dominoes of increasing height are lined up to be knocked down. The dominoes are numbered 0 to 8. The smallest domino, number 0, is 5 centimeters tall and will be toppled by a person to start the chain reaction. Each subsequent domino is 18% taller than the one before. What is the height of domino 8? So we're going to start out at what?
$5.
5 centimeters. 1 plus or minus?
Plus, because it says you're increasing.
Yep, so the dominoes are getting taller at what percentage rate?
0.18.
0.18 to the
8.
8th.
Not 18.79.
18 what?
0.79.
0.79? Does that seem right?
No.
Yes, it's growing.
It is growing. Okay, so our dominoes should be getting taller than 18% taller than the one before. Okay, they're going up. So that seems right. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know. I didn't type it, but. Okay, 11, 7 upright dominoes, okay? Each one is taller than the one it was before. So we're gonna start out at 4.0, 1 plus 0.20 to the 6. Yeah.
$11.94.
Somebody agree with that? Good. A robot vacuum cleans dirty floors using multiple passes. During each pass, 25% of the dirt is moved. If the floor initially has 14 ounces of dirt, how much dirt will remain after 10 passes? Okay, so how much are we starting with? 14. And then we got 1. Is it going to be plus or minus? Why minus? It's taking away the dirt. I showed you guys how to vacuum yesterday, right?
Yes.
How do you vacuum?
Up, back.
Yes,
You
up
don't
back.
do that.
Okay, guys, be a good husband one day or a good wife one day. Freaking vacuum right. Don't just like you're freaking doing a NASCAR race.
Because that you're dirty.
Okay, so vacuum right. If your parents ask you to vacuum, okay, do a couple passes. So we're gonna say minus 0.25 to the what? 10. So really, what they're doing is this, right? They're doing, this is their vacuum, they're doing 1, 2, 10 times,
It's 0.78.
okay?
That's all I got too.
And what is it?
0.78.
0.78,
I'm catching on.
okay? Is that a lot of, what is left? What does that mean?
78.
There's less, so.
Yeah, it's less than an ounce of dirt left, right? There's not very much dirt left,
That's good.
okay? That's good, right? And so, at 10 passes, almost all and you're never gonna get your floor 100% clean. Like, I don't care who you are, bro. Like, there'll still be like a hair or a speck of
Hold on,
dirt
but
or
you
something.
have- Okay, never mind.
Okay, so, but that's pretty good, and I feel like that's pretty clean. Maybe not, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, after 10 swipes of the same carpet, bro, like, you need to get a new vacuum if it's not all cleaned up.
Don't forget to sometimes clean your vacuum though, you know, where it doesn't get dust.
An architect design a tapered office with a ground floor of 0. Is the largest floor space is reduced by 5% per floor. If the ground floor has 12,600 feet of area, what is the sixth floor? So what are we gonna start?
12,600.
12,600?
1 plus.
It's minus.
1 minus. Okay, remember the floors are getting smaller.
Yeah.
But you would think plus, because why?
You said reduce.
Because it says reduce.
Yeah, like, so,
I usually know reduce is going up.
I would think plus, well, I get the reduced part, right? I would think plus because they're talking about like the floors getting higher and higher. So like that almost makes me think plus, but the minus is because they're talking about the floor space. So we got 0.05 to the 6th floor.
92.
Hey,
Try to
that's
do
not,
that.
that's nice.
What?
You sound shush like that so
She
aggressively.
just told me that.
9,262.
It's okay, you can still type and make sure yours is right. Who knows she's right? She could be wrong.
Sure hope that.
9,262.
92,
0.15.
I don't know.
No, you
No,
erase that.
9,262.
9262.
0.15.
You guys know I'd be struggling to write them up there.
You did yesterday too?
I know. Does that seem right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and we're gonna leave the decimal
The
because
calculator told us.
we're talking about feet. Okay, last one. A rubber bouncy ball is dropped from a height of 106 inches. So we can say right here, onto a hard, flat floor. After each bounce, the ball returns to a height of 18% less than the previous maximum height. What does the height reach after the 5th bounce? Okay, so if I drop a ball from here, about where's it gonna come up to next time?
No, you're like their waist.
Probably below your, yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna let it go. And where's it gonna go?
Knees.
Yeah, okay, and then I'm gonna let it go.
And like.
So is the ball bouncing higher and higher each time or lower and lower?
Lower.
Lower and lower, okay? And does anybody know why?
Because it said less than.
Huh?
Because it said less than.
No, why? Why does the ball not keep bouncing higher and higher?
You're not putting force into it.
You're not putting, okay, Jordan, we see you. Okay, so, when you bounce a ball and you put some like oomph in it, right, it's gonna go up and it's gonna reach its peaking point, okay? But if I just drop it, there's really like no weight or muscle behind there, okay?
Three nine
39.29.
point 29.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, it does, right? We already talked about like the ball getting lower and lower, okay? You guys have 9 of them to do. Get them done, then put it in the box back there, and then go back to your seat.